Hi everyone, I'm on a mission that, let's just say, might determine the fate of my happiness for some time to come. You see, I'm trying to convince my wife to let me buy a Tesla Cybertruck. Yeah, a Cybertruck. And let's be real, this isn't going to be easy. I know that every household is different, but for us, we make purchase decisions at this level as a team. So if this Cybertruck is going to happen, it needs to be a team decision. And right now, only half of that team is on board with this idea. Now, I've been thinking about how to convince my wife for a while now, and I just wanted to share with you some of the ideas that I have so I can get your feedback. Your job is key to my success. Your job is to tell me if I'm going about this right or not. So stick around. I'm going to lay out all the possible paths to victory along the way, and I'll share a few Cybertruck facts, the good and maybe the questionable. And then I might throw in a couple of Hail Mary plays just in case I need them to seal the deal. Let's do this. Okay, as an engineer, my first instinct is to appeal to logic. Wives love logic, right? Right? So step one, sell the practicality of a Cybertruck. The Cybertruck is a beast of an EV. It goes up to 325 miles of range, sees the same as a Model Y, and can tow 11,000 pounds. On top of that, it has a huge lockable bed that can hold a ton of stuff. It's perfect for road trips, hauling Christmas trees, and escaping that zombie apocalypse because, everyone needs a plan B. Am I right? Now think about it. We're talking about fitting the entire family, luggage, the dog, everything comfortably in the Cybertruck. And it's built like a tank. The thing is made out of stainless steel and it is mostly bulletproof. And towing, imagine pulling a boat like to the lake or a trailer to the mountains or even helping neighbors move. The Cybertruck just doesn't do it. It does it in style. But it's not just about the size and the strength. Let's talk about the ride quality. It has adaptive air suspension, which means this thing glides over potholes like they don't even exist. That's right, no more spilled coffee on those bumpy roads. And the cabin, it's whisper quiet. Tesla's noise insulation and active noise cancellation make sure that only the sounds we want to hear are the sounds that come from that immersive sound system, which is, by the way, incredible. It's like having a concert hall on wheels. And then there's the tech, and that makes it feel nothing like a big truck. It has a steer-by-wire system with rear-wheel steering, which allows precise control of the Cybertruck with a turning radius about the same as a Model Y. And you don't just drive the Cybertruck, you glide through corners and maneuver effortlessly in those urban settings. It's a big truck that drives small, and that's the game changer. Okay, if logic doesn't prevail, I'm going to try tugging at those heartstrings. A reminder that this truck isn't just for me, it's for us, right? Imagine us camping under the stars with the built-in power outlets powering all the things to keep us comfortable. Romantic, right? Plus, that stainless steel body is basically a love letter to durability. It's like saying, honey, this truck is going to last as long as our marriage. I mean, what doesn't show love more than surviving the zombie apocalypse in a Cybertruck? Do you really think a Tesla Model 3 would handle that? And it's not just the camping. Picture us tailgating at the next Cyclone game. The Cybertruck's bed is doubling as a party hub, and taking advantage of those power outlets in the back of the bed gets you all the amenities that you want. Then there's the safety factor. It's not just built like a tank, it's as safe as one too. The Cybertruck's ultra-hard stainless steel provides unparalleled protection. Imagine driving this knowing that our family is in one of the safest vehicles on the road. And that's peace of mind you can't put a price tag on, right? It goes even further. This thing can power our home during a power outage. The Cybertruck's bidirectional charging feature allows it to act as a backup generator for your entire house. Imagine losing power during a storm, but still being able to keep the lights on, the fridge running, and even charge our phones. You don't even need to get as fancy as installing the full power share features. If you want to tap directly into the 1450 outlet connector on the back of the truck, it can deliver 9.6 kilowatts of power directly to the things that you need to keep going. At this point in the conversation, she will start asking about the dollars. Do they add up? So let's talk numbers. When the Cybertruck came out last year, you could only get the Foundation Series truck. The cheapest truck was $100,000, and I have to admit, that's a ton of money, even for a great truck. Today, the non-Foundation dual-motor Cybertruck clocks in at $79,990. And what makes this number special is that the Cybertruck now qualifies for the federal EV tax credit. That's $7,500 knocked off the price right there. This brings the Cybertruck down to $72,500 before fees. And then there's the referral program. If I use my own referral link, I can knock another $1,000 off my purchase. This brings it down to $7,150. If me mentioning the referral link is new to you, make sure you start your ordering process with a referral link. The savings kick in automatically. You can use any link you want, but if you want to use iowateslaguy.com, that would be great. When you go there, it will redirect you over to Tesla's site, and you should see the message stating that I'm giving you the discount. I'm also fortunate enough to have gotten several referrals from great people like you also buying Teslas. And for this video, I'm sitting at $8,000 in referral money with one yet to deliver. Assuming that delivers, my total should bump up to $9,000. I also expect to continue to get referrals in 2025, at least I hope so. Under the current program, I can get 10 referrals per calendar year at $500 a pop. That would add another $5,000 to my total. And if I were to apply all my Tesla money toward a Cybertruck, I can drop that number down another 14 grand. So the $71,500 price tag is now $57,500. Things are now getting interesting because this is less than I paid for my 2020 Model Y. And speaking of the Y, I can choose to trade it in or sell it outright and offset the costs even further. We have 2 Tesla Model Ys right now, and I don't need 3 Teslas. Right now, my 2021 red Tesla Model Y should be able to sell for around $22,000. It's not as high as I would like it to be, but it is what it is. So now the total cost of Cybertruck, less fees and taxes, drops down to about $35,500. So when you rack and stack all the numbers, I'm looking for the total cost of ownership of a Cybertruck, less titles and fees and such, to be about $36,000 after selling my Model Y. And without it, I'm looking at about $58K, which is also a great value compared to other new trucks on the road. Now, the Cybertruck isn't a perfect vehicle. No car or truck is. There are some things that she will likely bring up that I will need to deal with. First, we have to talk about the design. The Cybertruck design is very polarizing. Good and bad. There doesn't seem to be many people in the middle. Yes, it looks like something Elon sketched during a meeting in a 5th grade geometry class, but they call it iconic, right? Now, I'll be the first to admit that I didn't initially like the look of the Cybertruck. However, seeing it in person and seeing the technology that's under the hood, I'm personally sold. Another thing that I'm going to need to wrestle with is the size of the Cybertruck. It's a physically big truck. Parking this thing will be like landing a spaceship. But hey, Cybertruck owners are basically astronauts on the road, so we're fine, right? It also helps that the Cybertruck can auto park, so a lot of the parking challenges should go away all by themselves. So I covered logic, emotion, costs, and possible downsides of the Cybertruck. If all else fails, there's the quote, ask for forgiveness later strategy. You know the drill, just get the truck and deal with the consequences later. Sure, you might be sleeping on the couch for a while, but that's fine because, the Cybertruck is basically an ultimate mobile bachelor pad. It's got air suspension, power outlets, and tons of space. Heck, it's probably even more comfortable than most couches, right? And there are even some people on X that have even suggested the extreme option, which is get the Cybertruck, ditch the wife.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Jokes aside, I have no intention of doing any of these Hail Mary plays. As I said at the very beginning, my wife and I are a team, and we don't plan on changing that. These types of decisions need to be made as a team. Well, that's my plan. You think it'll work? Well,
are you making a video about trying to convince me to buy a Cybertruck?
Maybe?
No!
Well, folks, there you have it. Looks like I've got my work cut out for me. But hey, if you have any tips, drop them in the comments below. Clearly, I need all the help I can get. Oh, and don't forget to go down there and tap that like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscriptions are always welcome because the part 2 of this video might be entitled, My Wife Sold My Tesla Model Y While I Was Sleeping on the Couch. Until then, drive safe, dream big, wish me luck. I'm gonna need it.